Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm bringing you another look using the Mcgrath Divine Rose 2 palette. Let's get into it. All right, let's jump into our eye look. As you can see, all shimmer tones today, okay? Even in the crease, all of that. I know I typically always get in the habit of doing the matte in the crease, which I think a lot of us do that. There's no right or wrong way. It's just gonna depend on your style, your preference. My reasoning why I don't typically put anything shimmery in the crease is because sometimes, you know, it might not be flattering, just depending on your eye set. For instance, if you have a hooded eye, if maybe you have more fine lines or anything in that area, you know, that shimmer can kind of sometimes bring that forward. So that's why I typically don't do that. But for today's eye look, for the sake of using some different tones, we're going with it. So of course, keeping it simple, super easy. The first shade we're gonna go in with here on the lid is this one right here. And I am going to start off with my Wayne Goss number 18. These brushes are a game changer. Everyone is now telling me to try Sonia G, so I'm doing it, okay? It's happening. All right, so first I'm just gonna start off by just packing this on the inner. This shade is beautiful. All right, using that same brush, wiping my brush off with a paper towel. Shout out to Lori on her live. She was saying not to use your color switch on your natural hair brushes because it messes it up. Wasn't even thinking about that. So thank you, Lori. You saved my brushes. Next up, we're gonna go in with this beautiful shimmery purple shade here. And I'm just going to start placing this into my crease. I'm just packing it in. Now I'm gonna start pulling it up. Wiping off my brush again, going back in with that first shade, and now I'm just gonna slightly bring those two together. Taking more of the purple and just bringing that down. I love this brush for the crease, how it just slides right on in there like so. Next up, I'm going to be taking my Wayne Goss number 20, going in with that purple shimmer tone again. I'm just really fine tuning, just making sure I got in good. It's more of a detailer brush, it's smaller, so it can fit into smaller spaces. And then going back to 18 and blending these together. All right, now taking the number 16, I'm going to grab this matte shade here and just ever so slightly in the crease, just going over just to help blend a little bit more. And it's okay if it goes over that purple. I'm just trying to blend it out. There, it looks better. It looks much more blended to me. Now we are going to take this beautiful shade right here and taking my finger, my ring finger, and I'm just going to place this right in the center, and that just adds, it just gives a whole new pizzazz to the look, which is, I mean, I think this is what Mcgrath is known for personally. Just, yeah, really, really pretty. All right, now taking a smudger brush. This is a Morphe M213. Going back in with that first purple shade, the shimmer. And guess what? We're gonna pull this all the way on the waterline. And again, you know, if you have creases, and of course, if you have any kind of fine lines or anything, you may not be into this shimmer on the waterline. I feel like Mcgrath's eyeshadow palettes due to the high sheen, shine, shimmer, I don't think that would be appealing to my more mature women, just simply because I feel like, and not for all, but just from talking to my clients, this is just from my client feedback, like my more mature women, they're not checking for shimmer, they're not checking for glitter, and also sometimes too, like I said earlier, those glimmer and shimmers, it can bring forward things that maybe they don't want to be on the forefront. So therefore, I don't really think that her eyeshadow palettes are for that demographic. But when you look at Pat McGrath and the nature of the clientele, like she does high fashion. So her products make sense for the high fashion world. Now, for me, you guys know I'm always thinking of the everyday woman. My clientele is always more mature women. So, you know, although I might not be where the majority of my clientele is by age, I have to understand my demographic and what my clients want and what they're looking for. So therefore, for me personally, are Pat McGrath palettes something that I would use in my client kit? Probably not. Now, if I'm doing something like a prom, then yeah, for sure, because you know, those girls will be all about it. But for my everyday women, I mean, I do bridal. I don't even know that I would necessarily use these for bridal, just because it's just for a different type of makeup style, if that makes any sense. However, I am thoroughly enjoying my Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette. I've had a couple of clients this week say, oh man, your eyeshadow, I love it. I'm like, yeah guys, I'm, you know, trying new things. And then when they ask me what it is, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to say, because I don't want them to know that I spent $125 on an eyeshadow palette. Especially when I have not done $125 worth of makeup since I started back working, but that's okay. I am very blessed that I do hair as well, because if not, if I was just solely a makeup artist, I truly don't know what I would be doing right now. Okay, and then for mascara, Hourglass, which I have been loving. It is not running on me either, like how the Benefit does. Again, I don't know what's up with that formula. That is my favorite concealer, but in the summertime, All right, you guys, so for lips today, we are kicking it old school, one of my old favorites, brand new, pulling the plastic off of it. This is the NYX Butter Gloss. I'm sure if you're watching this, you've tried it before, but if you haven't, baby, affordable gloss, a pretty gloss, easy to apply, not sticky. A lot of people ain't gonna agree with me probably, but I think NYX Butter Glosses are better than matte glosses, just due to it not being sticky. And a lot of other glosses that are out there on the market that cost an arm, a leg, and a tooth. And this is in the shade Angel Food Cake. Yes. And this is our finished look. All right, y'all, that is gonna wrap up today's eye look. Down below, let me know, do you have this palette? What are your thoughts on it? Do you like it, or are you passing on it? I know the color story is not gonna be thrilling to a lot of people, just simply because if you don't like, you know, the purples and pinks, what's the point? You know, don't buy it. That's something that I also want to make very, very clear, you guys. Just because a product is new, especially eyeshadow palettes, I feel like palettes is what gets everybody the most. Don't feel like you have to buy everything that comes out. I know sometimes we see things and it's like, oh my gosh, it's all the hype, it's all the rage, I want to try. But if you genuinely don't like the color story, if you know, like these are my thought processes when I'm buying eyeshadow palettes, because I am maxed out on eyeshadow palettes. I have brought a couple for very specific reasons here for my videos that are coming up in the next couple of weeks. But if you are truly not going to wear it, if you won't wear it once a week at least, don't buy it, don't buy it, okay? So that's gonna wrap up today's video. We still have House of Amber P t-shirts available. Keep It Simple is still there. Makeup and Muscles. I think makeup and muscles, I think I might have 3 left at this time of me filming. Same with beauty brains and muscle gains. There's not many left, and we still have essential. We have essential t-shirts and tanks. All right, guys, so you know the deal. Keep it simple, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.